Kent Peters and Money Talk here with another video. Some of y'all aren't gonna like this video, but then some of y'all are gonna love this video once you see the end results. For years, I always had this thought in my head: if I put like $1 million in the bank, I could just live off the interest. I know I'm not the only one that think that. If any of y'all ever thought you could live off the interest if you had $1 million in the bank, leave comments down here. I admit I kind of thought that too. So in this situation, we're gonna say this is like two situations right here. We're gonna say in one scenario, you just took $1 million, put it in the bank, and just left it there. But another scenario, you put that $1 million into dividends. But we'll get back with that. So the interest here, this is pretty much like the bank interest. I know it's different with other banks when it comes to interest. My bank pays me every month with interest, but I don't know how it is with other banks. I think most of them are monthly. Aspiration also pays me monthly. BuyStar is my main bank account. I had it since I was 16. Aspiration I only had it for like a few years. I mainly got Aspiration for like two reasons. One, BuyStar paid me to try it out, and two, they actually paid me a good amount of interest. It wasn't too crazy. It was like 2%. But of course now they don't even pay me that much anymore. I feel like Aspiration was a scam. But anyway, for this video, I'm just gonna stick with my bank when it comes to the monthly payments. And for the dividends, I know it's gonna be different with every single dividend out there. So for this video, since I'm going by monthly, and I only have like one dividend stock that pays me monthly, and that is Realty Income. So I'm gonna stick with this one. You can see I have monthly on both of them. So with this interest, how much money would I make if I had it in my bank? So I just had to go back and think how much did I get paid when I had like $5,000 in my saving account. They didn't really give me too much. It was like under $1. I think it's like around 80 something. It was 80 something cents, by the way, not 80 something dollars when I had that much. So I was kind of curious. Well, if I had $1 million, how much would I have gotten monthly? Would I have enough to live off of? I'm gonna write it down right now. So a lot of y'all are gonna be disappointed. So how much would I make it with my bank? I'm gonna put it right here. So I basically came up with this number because I think I was making like around 85 cents per month when I had $5,000 in my saving account. So then I pretty much figured I add the math all together to see how much I would make if I had $1 million in that same account. And this is pretty much what I came up with. I'm not gonna get into all the math. I don't feel like explaining it. So I know this is not 100% accurate, but for the sake of this video, this is what I'm putting. So it's pretty close to that. For some of y'all, it's worse than this. I know some of those banks you have is worse than this. And like I said, Aspiration, they actually make you pay to pretty much get interest with them, which is BS to me. Now, I guess if you was making this much with Aspiration every month, that'd be pretty good. So $160, it's not a lot of money, is it, guys? Do you think you can live off $160 every single month? Maybe if you were a teenager living with your parents. But for me, there's no way I can live off $160 a month. It's just not going to happen. So $1 million in my bank, it's just not going to work. I know other banks is different, but for sake of this video, I'm just gonna stick with my bank. So this is horrible. Keeping your money, keeping $1 million in the saving account. I mean, you're still getting $160 to you. I mean, that's still enough to like cover my insurance. Yes, it's enough to cover my insurance. I'll just put it that way. So it's not completely nothing. But now let's go with the realty income. How much would I make? So actually I did the math and all that to figure out how many shares would I have enough to buy. And I came up, I'm not going to write, you know, I guess I could write it down. I came up with this many shares. So with $1 million, as of the day, I know it's really income, stocks, they flush around like every single day. So today, this is how much I would get if I like took $1 million and I used it to buy realty income. I'll have enough to buy like 17,553 shares with $1 million. So that's a lot. Now y'all probably wondering, how much will I get paid? And realty income, last time I checked, you paid like 23 cents for every share. And when I did all the math, this is pretty much what came up. I'm just gonna write on the board. So a lot of y'all are gonna like this, especially if you're already invested in this stock. So you see that if you bought this many shares of realty income, you'll be getting $4,037 every single month. And this is pretty much that you just left it in there and didn't reinvest. We're just gonna say you didn't reinvest at all. You just took this money out and pretty much live off it. So this amount you can't live off of, but with this one, you actually could live off this amount. I don't even spend this much money every month. So living off this amount, it's possible. It's definitely possible living off this amount. $4 grand. I mean, I don't have a calculator on me. Just time that by like what? 4,000 times 12. What do you get? $40,000 a year. I mean, that's like having a full-time job. That's more than some people make at a full-time job every month. So I just want to go over that. Is it better to have $1 million in the bank, or is it better to have $1 million in dividends? Obviously, it's different with other dividends stocks, but with this one, since it's monthly, and since the bank pays you every month, I figure I'll just use a monthly stock. So can you live off of the interest with $1 million for the bank? No. But can you live off the dividends if you bought like you spent like $1 million with realty income? Yes, you can. Also, if you have a more expensive lifestyle, this may not be enough. But if you have like a moderate lifestyle, you're not really a big spender, this could be enough for you. I mean, that'll be enough for me to live off of. So you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see other videos like this. So you're watching this video, it is probably a Saturday. I might be out there doing that 12-hour Uri challenge. I might be doing it while you're watching this video. Well, that being said, have a good weekend. Bye for now.